discussing this project management techniques. So we have discussed what does a project mean, and we have defined that project is a one-time task which consists of a number of distinct activities. Means because project as such cannot be completed, cannot be even started if you don't break up the entire project into distinct activities or events. See, for example, when we talk about very small, I mean, simple project, I should say, construction of a house. So you know that what are the activities? I mean, there is one activity called foundation, laying your foundation. Then another may be the structure part. Another may be wiring. The one more may be the plaster. When you once the structure is ready, then we plaster it. One more activity is painting, sanitation work, uh, electrical work. All these things are different activities, and all activities are to be completed in order to complete that house. But these activities, they have some interrelationship or sequential relationship, you can say. You cannot first paint and then plaster. So there is a sequential relationship that you have to first plaster the walls and then you will paint. Similarly, there are activities which can be run in parallel. Say electrification work means wiring, as well as sanitation work that can be done in parallel, because there is no sequential relationship between the two. Wiring is a separate activity, and sanitation work is another activity, and these two have no relationship as far as the sequence is concerned. So the 2 points must be clear from here, that a project is divided or broken into some distinct activities. When I say distinct, means you should have an idea about the start and completion of that activity. बहुत क्लियर कट पता होता है कि ये एक्टिविटी यहाँ शुरू हुई, यहाँ खत्म हुई. Second point that we learn from here is that these activities in a project, these activities of a project, they have some sequential relationship. Which activity should be completed before which activity, or which activity should start after the completion of which activity. That is one part. The second part is sometimes few activities can be run in parallel because there is no sequential relationship between those two or three. So this is what we have to do, that first we divide that project into activities, and then we draw a diagram, what we call a network diagram, showing the sequential relationship of these activities. Then we should also know something about the resources involved. Two major resources. One is the time, the second one is the budget. Budget, as far as the network techniques are concerned, their calculations are concerned, that monetary part is done at a later stage. I mean, as far as the scope of this syllabus is concerned, we are more concerned with the scheduling part, means related with time. So we have also discussed that what are the concerns of project management. Now we were talking about project, now project management concerns are that it should be completed on time, it should be completed within the estimated budget, and then the project when delivered should conform to the requirements, which you also can refer to the quality or the requirement or the performance. Okay, so some picture which I have taken from net. I mean, there is no contribution of mine here, but just to give you an idea that limitation of the project. So schedule has to be there, resources, both money and time mainly, and then people means how many parties are usually involved in the project? Can anyone tell how many parties are involved in a project. Stakeholder you can say. कोई आइडिया एक किसी प्रोजेक्ट में कितनी पार्टीज या कितनी एंटिटीज इन्वॉल्व होती हैं? आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट नंबर ऑफ पीपल, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट नंबर ऑफ organizations you can say, or number of stakeholders as entities. Can anyone tell me any idea? Now you understand what does a project mean. Yesterday we have given I mean few examples of projects. We have
three. Three.
ओके, टू आपका नाम क्या है जो जिसने अभी टू बताया था? तो व्हाट आर दोस टू? ओके, एंड नेक्स्ट वन हु टोल्ड दैट थ्री?
Sir Waqas. Regulation, the government part. For any project there should be some regulation parts, third party involvement.
Okay, so 2 is also correct, 3 is also correct. 2 in the sense if there is no third party involved. Okay, एक project है, for example, regulatory body is always there. Okay, so that is I mean something which always remains as far as most of the public projects are concerned. But okay, say take a simple example of construction of a house. There is a contractor or architect or whatever. So that is one party, and the second party is the client. You सिर्फ दो पार्टी इसमें है. एक प्रोजेक्ट जो एग्जीक्यूट करेगा जिसको हम कॉन्ट्रैक्टर भी कह सकते हैं, या आर्किटेक्ट या टीम ऑफ आर्किटेक्ट एंड आई मीन कॉन्ट्रैक्टर एटसेट्रा, उसमें वो सब लोग शामिल हैं. जो प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट, अभी हमारा जो नई बिल्डिंग, अनफॉर्चुनेटली आप लोग सिर्फ उसमें एक सेमेस्टर ही रहे शायद फिजिकली, तो इसमें एक पूरा एंटायर बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट था. मैनेजमेंट डिपार्टमेंट की जो नई बिल्डिंग है, तो उसमें कई लोग इन्वॉल्व थे. आर्किटेक्ट पार्टी कोई और थी, कंस्ट्रक्शन वाले कोई और थे, आउटसोर्सिंग आई मीन ऑफ डिफरेंट एक्टिविटीज बिकॉज इट वाज अ बिग प्रोजेक्ट. बट देन देयर वाज अ टीम विच वाज प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट टीम, जिसके अंडर में, जिसके सुपरविजन में बाकी लोग काम कर रहे थे. तो कम से कम देखिए इसमें 3 हो गए. व्हाट आर दो 3 पार्टीज? एक क्लाइंट, एक प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, एक क्लाइंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, और थर्ड कभी कभी जो होती है जो जिसके लिए काम हो रहा है. जैसे अभी हम किसी पब्लिक प्रोजेक्ट की बात करें, जैसे हाईवे है फॉर एग्जाम्पल, कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ हाईवेज. So there are 3 parties involved. One is the government, who is the client. Then we have the team or the project team which construct the highway, that is the project management team. And the third is the users. अभी जैसे वैक्सीनेशन की प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, अगर एक इस पूरे प्रोजेक्ट में कम से कम देखिए इसमें भी 3 पार्टीज हैं. एक तो गवर्नमेंट है, एक मैन्युफैक्चरर्स हैं, वैक्सीन के एटलीस्ट 2 का नाम तो हम ले ही सकते हैं, और तीसरे which one is the third party?
Citizens to be vaccinated, sir.
Yes, citizens are the beneficiaries or the users, end users. कभी कभी क्या होता है, now what is happening these days, that those 2 parties, manufacturers and the client, means government, there are some issues with them, and who is going to suffer? The third party,
Citizens.
User.
citizens. So actually the project, as we were discussing, the requirement of the project is not only to come. देखिए यहाँ तीनों इश्यूज चल रहे हैं अभी. एक कॉस्ट का इश्यू चल रहा है प्रोजेक्ट में, प्राइस का. दूसरा इशू टाइम का भी चल रहा है कि कितने दिन में 1 करोड़, 6 करोड़, 5 करोड़ डिफरेंट इश्यूज हैं कि वो कितना आपको वैक्सीन जो है. एम आई कनेक्टेड और
Yes, sir.
Hello? Okay, okay. So how many vaccines, by what time, at what price or cost, and then whether they will serve the purpose or not. ये तीनों चीजों की जिसकी अभी हम बात कर रहे थे वो इसमें तीनों शामिल है। तो तीन पार्टीज भी हैं, तीन इश्यूज भी हैं, और उसमें यही है कि अगर आपने कंप्लीट कर भी दिया तो क्या सबको वैक्सीनेशन कंप्लीट हो जाएगा उस टारगेट में, नहीं होगा। अगर होगा तो उसकी क्वालिटी की कंफॉर्मेंस की बात भी देखिए कंटिन्यूसली चल रही है। देयर इज ऑलवेज a debate between Covishield and Covaxin and trial and so many things. Anyway, so just to give you an idea that there are at least two parties in executing a project, one client and a project management team, and there are more than two also. A client organization, project organization, and the stakeholders or the users or the beneficiaries. चलिए है. So scope, schedule, resources. Then again, to give an idea that what does this project management mean? It requires communication, teamwork, analysis, budget, planning, problem solving, control, risks, deadlines, goals, milestone, etc. But as I told you, project management as such is a course in the elective list of operations management for in your second year, maybe in third semester or the fourth semester. And similarly, for finance people, there is an elective course, project appraisal and something. So that is slightly different from project management. Again, just to give an idea, the 5 phases of project management is start with initiate, means idea, then plan, then execute, monitor and control, and then the project is closed. Once it is delivered, it is closed. There are two, as I told you, that we are not as such interested right now in project management, but its scheduling part or the quantitative part, means network techniques or project management techniques. There are two popular quantitative, statistical, whatever techniques used in project management. One is called CPM, the other one is called PERT. You can write down somewhere. CPM is critical path method. CPM is critical path method, and PERT is program evaluation and review technique. Program evaluation and review technique, PERT. So CPM and PERT are two most popular network analysis techniques or project management techniques. There are other techniques as well. There are the charts which we use in project management. And since we are talking about the fundamentals in project management, and you know, very big projects, they are not solved or they are not analyzed manually. There are software available. There is one. There are various courses, certificates, etc. in project management. You must have heard about PMI, Project Management Institute, and this PMI has chapters and branches in different countries and cities. So they offer different courses, certificate courses, short-term, long-term courses, etc. And there are software available, but here the syllabus of this particular course is just to give you an idea about project management or project management techniques, the quantitative part. Now, if you compare these two, CPM and PERT, see, there are two types of project in terms of its novelty, newness. कुछ इस तरह के प्रोजेक्ट होते हैं जिसमें हमको सिमिलर प्रोजेक्ट हैं जिनके बारे में प्रीवियस एक्सपीरियंस है। जैसे मैंने कहा कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ ए बिल्डिंग, चाहे वो रेजिडेंशियल बिल्डिंग हो या सिंगल हाउस हो, सिंगल शॉप हो, कमर्शियल बिल्डिंग हो, कैंपस हो, एजुकेशनल बिल्डिंग हो. So many projects where we have prior experience about the time, about the budget, etc. But there are certain projects which are new in nature. being done in first time and we do not have much information about them. जैसे अभी बार बार हम उस एग्जाम्पल को ले सकते हैं, जो वैक्सीनेशन का इस वक्त प्रोग्राम है, ये एक तरह से एक नया प्रोजेक्ट है जिसमें बहुत सारी चीजें अभी अनसर्टेन है, हमको आइडिया नहीं है, तो उस आइडिया ना होने की वजह से भी एक क्योस है इस वक्त. सो ये कोई भी रिसर्च R&D प्रोजेक्ट होते हैं जनरली दे आर न्यू. तो ये वैक्सीन की इवॉल्व होने का प्रोसेस भी एक, इट वाज ए न्यू प्रोजेक्ट एज सच. सो if the project is of the first type, means where we have some idea from the similar project, then CPM is applied, critical path method. And if the project is new, any R&D type project, then PERT is used. So if you look at these differences, CPM ये तरह तरह से आपको अलग अलग मिलेंगे, but the major differences are, first is that CPM is used for project where we have some experience, we know something, we have idea about the resources required for completion of that type of project, or you can say where we have already done similar type of projects. So in that case, CPM is used. But if a project is new, for example, any R&D project, then PERT is used. Second major difference between the two is that CPM is activity based and PERT is event based. अभी हम event और activity को समझेंगे. Activity is the actual physical task. जैसे अभी मैंने कहा painting. Painting is an activity. But once painting is finished, that is called an event. So PERT is event oriented because why? Because we, again, for the same reason that project is new, we do not have much idea about the activities. So we focus on event, means start and completion of those activities, what we call as event, rather than the activity as such. So PERT focuses on event, CPM is activity oriented, and then again for the same reason, CPM is a deterministic model. Deterministic model means जिसमें कुछ probabilities का concept नहीं होता, uncertainties involved नहीं है, as far as the time estimates are concerned. तो वहाँ हम उसको duration of an activity से कहते हैं time को. लेकिन PERT, because it's for new project, so it is called a probabilistic approach or stochastic approach, where we use probabilities because we make estimate about the activity completion time, activity duration, rather than, we do not call here duration of activity. Duration of activity is used in CPM, and here we use time estimates because we do not have exact idea about how much time is required to complete one activity or how much time will an event take for its completion. So these are major differences between CPM and PERT. The steps involved in solving CPM and PERT problems, they are same, except that when the calculation part is different, but the steps involved are same. Now, just to give you an idea about this much information is given. There is a project which consists of 6 activities: A, B, C, D, E, and F. This table is visible. You can see this table.
Yes, sir.
So a project consists of 6 activities: A, B, C, D, E, and F. And then the second column gives information about which activity is to be completed before which activity. या which activity should start after completion of which activity, जिसको हमने अभी कहा था sequential relationship. तो यहाँ it is given as predecessor activity, activity which precedes. It may be successor activity, means activity which succeeds. So it depends. and then it's the duration of. Now the first activity, you can see there is no predecessor of A. What does it mean? A is the starting activity. जैसे हम ये कहें कि कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ हाउस में अगर हम वो एक्टिविटीज की बात ना करें जिसमें प्लान है, फिर प्लान का अप्रूवल है, अगर एक्चुअल कंस्ट्रक्शन की बात करें, व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट एक्टिविटी?
सर नींव खोदना।
ठीक, फाउंडेशन, ठीक है। नहीं, वही मैंने कहा कि अगर वो पेपर वर्क के बाद अगर हम बात करें तो in real practice that planning and then its approval, getting approval from the authority, that is all involved. But for simplification, if we just talk about the construction part, so what is the first activity in construction?
Strong foundation, to have a strong foundation.
Foundation. So foundation is the first activity. उससे पहले कुछ नहीं होना है, कोई और एक्टिविटी इसमें। मैं कंस्ट्रक्शन की बात कर रहा हूँ, आई रिपीट, मैं प्लानिंग की और उसके मैप की और फिर उसका लेआउट और फिर उसका अप्रूवल, अगर अलीगढ़ में है तो अलीगढ़ डेवलपमेंट अथॉरिटी से, वो अभी हम बात नहीं कर रहे, एक थोड़ा अंडरस्टैंड करने के लिए सिर्फ कंस्ट्रक्शन की बात कर रहे हैं। तो ए इज द फाउंडेशन एक्टिविटी एंड देयरफॉर देयर इज नो प्रेडिसेसर, नथिंग प्रीसीड्स फाउंडेशन, उससे पहले कुछ नहीं होना है एज फार एज द कंस्ट्रक्शन इज कंसर्न। So for example, it takes 3 weeks. Then there is an activity B. B, for example, is the structure, means construction of the skeleton, you can say. अभी सिर्फ जिसको structure कह सकते हैं, without any plaster, without anything. So B is that activity. So before B starts, foundation should have been completed, isn't it? Therefore, for activity B, the immediate predecessor is A. हम इसमें एक वर्ड और जोड़ रहे हैं, immediate. अदरवाइज तो जब हम पेंटिंग पे आएंगे तो सारी एक्टिविटीज उसके प्रोड्यूसर ही होंगी, क्योंकि पेंटिंग तो बिल्कुल लास्ट में होगी। लेकिन हम इमीडिएट प्रोड्यूसर की बात कर रहे हैं कि जस्ट बिफोर ए या जस्ट बिफोर बी कौन सी एक्टिविटी पूरी हो जानी चाहिए। सो सिमिलरली देयर इज एन एक्टिविटी सी, उससे पहले भी ए हो जाना चाहिए। देन एक्टिविटी डी, इसका प्रोड्यूसर इज बी। एक्टिविटी ई, प्रोड्यूसर इमीडिएट प्रोड्यूसर इज सी। एंड फॉर द लास्ट एक्टिविटी एफ, देयर आर 2 इमीडिएट प्रोड्यूसर्स डी एंड ई। उसकी सबकी ड्यूरेशन दी हुई है। ये इंफॉर्मेशन इस तरह की अवेलेबल होती है सीपीएम के लिए। पर्ट के लिए ये ड्यूरेशन की जगह टाइम एस्टिमेट्स आएगा, उसको हम बाद में एक्सप्लेन करेंगे। एक और इसको, इसी चीज को नाउ एक्टिविटी को देने का एक ये भी तरीका है इस तरह से। देखिए यहाँ पे एक डायग्राम देखिए आप पहले। Is this diagram visible? There are circle you can see, or it is not visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So these circles represent events. अब this diagram is called a network diagram. For CPM and PERT both, we need this network diagram. What is network diagram? Network diagram is graphical representation of sequential relationship of the activities and events. A network diagram in project management is a graphical representation of the sequential relationship between the activities and the events. It also gives you, there are 3 symbols which we use. One is the circle. Circle denotes, ये कहीं आप लिखते रहे, circle denotes start or termination or completion of an event. Beginning and completion of an event, that is denoted by circle. सर्कल के अंदर जो नंबर है वो सिर्फ आइडेंटिफिकेशन के लिए है, उसकी कोई मीनिंग नहीं है। जो 1 2 3 4 5 आप देख रहे हैं सर्कल के अंदर, इसको आप 10 20 30 40 50 60 भी कह सकते हैं। सो दिस इज जस्ट फॉर आइडेंटिफिकेशन। इवेंट 1 2 3 4 उसका कोई भी नाम है। because basically event is so event is, and now come to an activity. Look, sorry, event. So event is denoted by, represented by a circle, and the number in this circle represents its identification. That's all. What is an event? Event is the starting or completion of one or more activities. You can see one is an event where a single activity A starts. But if you look at event 3, two activities start from this 3. And if you look at event 6, two activities are being completed. So an event represents a start or termination of one or more activities. That is called an event. An activity is the physical work, the task, actual work, and that is denoted by a firm line carrying an arrow. Arrow gives the direction of the activity. Arrow gives the direction of the activity, and activity itself. See, the length of this line has nothing to do with its time, but to more information we write one below the line and one above the line usually. One is its name, जैसे अभी हमने इवेंट्स को 1 2 3 4 5 कहा, एक्टिविटीज को हम ABCDEF कह सकते हैं. तो इसमें तो थोड़ा सा ये मेरे हिसाब से थोड़ा सा इसमें कमी ये है कि कहीं एक्टिविटी के नीचे नाम लिखा है, कहीं एक्टिविटी के ऊपर लिखा है, बट जनरली वी फॉलो वन पैटर्न दैट the name of the activity as ABCD is written above the line and its duration is written below the line, or the other way around, लेकिन throughout एक system होना चाहिए. You understand?
Yes.
तो एक्टिविटी के एक साइड में ऊपर या नीचे उसका नाम और दूसरी तरफ उसकी ड्यूरेशन. तो दिस वे दिस डायग्राम विल बी कॉल्ड ए नेटवर्क डायग्राम. अब कैसे देखिए, यहाँ से रिलेट कीजिए. A is the starting activity. Starting activity, why? Because there is no predecessor here. You can see, prepare the house plan. This is so starting activity. So first it will start with an event because this is the beginning of A. We name it 1, and then this arrow shows that the activity is from 1 to 2. 2 is the completion of this first activity A. तो यहाँ फिर एक सर्कल बन गया. ये एक्टिविटी होगी जिसका नाम A रखा, या इसका नाम हम ऐसे भी डिनोट कर सकते हैं 1, 2. दोनों तरह से चीजें दी जाती हैं. चाहे तो इवेंट के शुरू और एक्टिविटी के शुरू और आखिर के इवेंट के नाम से दे सकते हैं, या कोई अल्फाबेट यूज कर सकते हैं. एक्चुअली इट इज दिस, प्रिपेयर द हाउस प्लान. लेकिन अब पूरे कैलकुलेशन में, पूरे एनालिसिस में प्रिपेयर द हाउस प्लान लिखना या पूरे एक्टिविटीज का नाम लिखना, उससे बेहतर ये है कि हम उसको कुछ अल्फाबेट से डिनोट कर दें. तो A इज व्हाट? प्रिपेयर द हाउस प्लान. That is the first activity, which is denoted by A, which can also be denoted by the two events 1 and 2 like this. And then it is the relationship like this and the duration for these activities. Accordingly, we will make this and make the calculations. We will be doing this in the next class, because now I want to discuss before we wind up to discuss about your assessment plan. So this I stop here. Now come to that I have discussed with Dr. Asif also, and the plan is like this, that we'll be having a test for
So you are inaudible to us.
Surprise test. So you are not audible.
Hello. Sir disconnects as soon as the electricity goes away. I noticed that, and probably he lives in the same locality as mine. So as soon as the electricity cuts in this area, sir leaves.
And I am the host now. What should I do?
वीडियो ऑन करो उस्मान भाई.
दोबारा
बता दो
यार,
टेस्ट में क्या, तुम्हें बता दो टेस्ट में क्या आना है.
यार अंतर्यामी थोड़ी हूँ.
सर ज्वाइन कर लेंगे अभी.
इन करना है उन्हें.
मर्जी है भाई, कर दो आप होस्ट हैं.
अभी तक तो कोई रिक्वेस्ट नहीं आई.
क्लास स्टार्ट करो उस्मान भाई.
हमजा से क्या तो कॉल कर ले सर को.
हाँ शफी, your attendance is recorded.
नेताजी कैंपस कब खुलवा रहे हो?
सर को अटेंडेंस मिलेगी भी है. सर लीव करके वापस आएंगे, चैट बॉक्स खाली दिखेगा.
और जब वापस आएंगे तो सर को ये शो नहीं होगा, क्योंकि जब बाद में ज्वाइन करो तो दिखता नहीं है.
कहता हूँ चैट बॉक्स तो शो होने का नहीं है पर.
हाँ जब ही तो कह रहा हूँ.
अटेंडेंस नोट भी करते हैं कभी
हम्म,
कभी नोट भी करते हैं सर.
काफी बार डिस्कनेक्ट हुआ है वैसे सर का.
हाँ, फिर अभी थोड़ी देर वेट करते हैं, फिर एंड कर देंगे मीटिंग. मतलब मेरी भी तो नेटवर्क जा सकते हैं.
अरे हाँ, ट्रांसफर थोड़ी होती है, गलती से हो गई.
जब भी लाइट जाती है उनके नेटवर्क डिस्कनेक्ट हो जाते हैं.
हाँ, ये सेम प्रॉब्लम मेरे साथ भी है.
थोड़ी देर में होने वाली है उस्मान.
हाँ, बस लाइट जाने वाली है मेरे यहाँ.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. The connection now. So in brief, that there will be one sessional test online MCQ from 3 units, excluding this one CPM part. So first unit on the calculus part, the second unit linear programming, the third unit probability. So there will be an MCQ test for maybe 15 or 20 marks. So that will be scheduled on 10th. Timing we will finalize. And then there will be one assignment which it's maybe 5-6 problems from different units which you need to solve and submit. And that will be, I mean, we are preparing that, and by tomorrow we will upload it. Either we will send it through this group, WhatsApp group, or upload on either my web page or Asif Akhtar web page. That you need to submit by 12th. So please note down these dates and prepare accordingly. कल 5 तारीख को हम कोशिश करेंगे कि असाइनमेंट अपलोड कर दें या आपको सेंड कर दें. वो असाइनमेंट will consist of 5 or 6 numerical examples, mostly numerical, from 4th unit, not 5th. First 3, 4, first to 4 units you will be solving and submitting latest by 12th of this month. And there will be one sessional test from 3 units excluding this one. ये इसमें शामिल नहीं होगा CPM part का. That will be on 10th of June. तो ये 2 अभी assessment है आपके. और then if some other component that we will see if the time permits.
सर
And जी
सर सॉरी सर असाइनमेंट कितने मार्क्स का होगा सर?
देखिए हम शायद डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इसका होगा 40 + 20 + 10. 10 फॉर योर क्लास अपीयरेंस एंड पार्टिसिपेशन. तो पार्टिसिपेशन तो आप समझ सकते हैं कि 3-4 लोग हैं उसमें पार्टिसिपेशन में. तो इट अप टू यू. आई हैव बीन टेलिंग यू दिस अगेन एंड अगेन कि अटेंडेंस की रिक्वायरमेंट शायद वैसी तो नहीं है कि एग्जाम में बैठने ना बैठने की, लेकिन क्लास तो अटेंडेंस भी इम्पोर्टेंट है और आपका पार्टिसिपेशन भी इम्पोर्टेंट है. But as such, so overall 10 marks for that, 20 marks for your MCQ, 30 and then 40 marks for your assignment. तो अभी ये प्लान है. अगर इसमें कोई चेंज होगा डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में तो we will let you know. But overall internal assessment is for 70 marks in this new scheme because of this COVID situation. And for the remaining 30, there will be a final exam. Which are expected to come in from 20th or 22. So usme that will be for 30, and this will be the scheme 70-30 scheme for all the courses. Assessment ke components may be different for different courses, but the proportion of assessment internal versus end semester will be 70-30. So here we stop.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
धन्यवाद सर.